way. She just cruises so nice. Getting that tune a little bit dialed. Woo! It's just so fun. Hey, what's up everybody? All right, so I was talking about in the last video about the new project coming up. So look at the Ford behind me, it's so good. Okay, so definitely not going to be a project that I've done before on the channel, but here it is. 1969 El Camino. It's a 350 small block car from the factory, green, black racing stripes. Looking good. Real straight car. Paint's pretty damn good. Very minimal rust. So this is a buddy of mine's car. He bought it for his son, who's turning 16. Yeah. Wish this was my first car when I was 16. Bench seat. Turbo 400. Has 83,000 original miles on it. Look at these doors. It's just freaking mint. Shuts great. So this right now it's not running. The engine in it isn't in bad shape. So it's pretty crusty. 350 small block, Edelbrock valve covers, Edelbrock intake manifold, Edelbrock carb, stock cast iron, exhaust manifolds, mechanical fuel pump, pretty basic setup. Does not run right now. It'll turn over, but it's cranking real slow because I think just the battery and the wiring is smoked. I had some wires starting to smoke on me a little bit here. I think this is the windshield washer sprayer fluid, but it was smoking. Whoever wired the car up before ran some power wires to grounds and kind of made a mess. But yeah, pretty excited about this project though. Hoping to get it done here in the next few months. Plan is to swap a 5.3 Vortec out of a truck, maybe a 6 liter if we can find it, 4L60 or 4L80E depending on what we can find, and just make a really good, not turboed, not cammed. We're gonna do factory computer, HP tuners. We might get a little crazy and go with a Holley Terminator X, but just kind of depends on my buddy's budget for his son. His son's gonna help us pull the engine out of the junkyard, do all the install, all that. So definitely an awesome father-son project, especially for this kid's first car. Pretty pumped. So the next few videos that we get done on the channel are gonna be on this car. Still working on a Bronco project, just you know, saving up money and trying to find the right one. But in the meantime, we're gonna join the LS group here and do an LS or Vortex swap in this El Camino. All right, just got home from looking at the El Camino. So I'm pretty excited about this build. Like I said earlier, it's gonna be a 16-year-old kid's first car. Not gonna be a crazy high horsepower thing. We're gonna keep stock cam, stock heads. It's just gonna be an engine swap at this point. Tuned for standalone. I'm still trying to work that out if we're gonna do Holley Terminator X or use the factory ECU and HP tuners. So I'm working with the owner who's actually funding the build to figure out, you know, the different options and pros and cons of each. There also are companies out there that will tune your ECU, or you give them an ECU and they do a core on it, and they tune that one to be standalone for a stock 5.3 or 6.0. So those are options. I would like to get him into HP tuners, because at some point they were talking about wanting to add a turbo or a cam swap and some other things. So I like that option with the HP tuners, and it also will allow me to tune the transmission and kind of set things up the way I want to set them up and the way I think they should be set up. So yeah, but in the meantime, my VS Racing came through and they got me my parts for my wastegate, so I'm gonna throw those on the truck, and then I'm gonna start looking for parts to send off to my buddy so he can get some stuff ordered. All right guys, pardon my my dirty ass bench here, but so here's new valve, new seat. They are coated in something. This is the old valve. If you look at the contact patch, you can see that this one was leaking through here. And this one has a much narrower contact patch. When I spin them, it's hard to show on camera, but this guy's got a wobble to it. The surface is not true. This one is considerably better. Still not perfect though, but it is definitely better. The old fire ring that came off, I've only driven a little bit since I did this, but still looks pretty clean. What I'm seeing though is a lot of carbon on the backside, so kind of curious if maybe this is leaking somehow around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay, so check this out. So this is loose. This is a much loose fit right here. Like it's sloppy. This one, tight fit. Barely goes in there. I mean, that's tight. So I'm gonna clean some carbon out of this and I'm sure it'll slide right in, but that is a machined, nice, that's gotta be what it is right here. So I think when the valve is seated and the fire ring's in there, the exhaust gases are getting around the edge of the fire ring and through the valve, basically acting like the valve's not there. This one, oh, yeah. So it's not going in all the way. I can push it in, but I don't want to because of the carbon. So I'm gonna clean it up, but that's gotta be what I'm looking at right here, guys. Pretty excited about that. So I don't know if this one was just out of spec, but it's for sure loose. Like it does not fit in there tightly. Because I'm looking at the valve, and it does look like it maybe was leaking around right here. But for the most part, the seat looks pretty damn good from where I lapped it to the fire ring. So we'll give this a shot and see how it does. But I think this is going to solve my problems here, guys. All right, boys, out for a drive. Truck's running great. I installed the new valve and fire ring from VS Racing, and it's not leaking, so we're doing good. Got my little one with me, out for a cruise. All right, so it's just going to be a quick video, guys, but I got my new Jack Stan Moon Tunes t-shirt on. Pretty stoked about that. So the wastegate is not leaking anymore. It's totally sealed up, so that was the trick from VS Racing. Sent me a new fire ring and valve. Replaced those two in my old housing, sealed right up, no issues. So it was definitely a tighter fit on the fire ring, which probably is where it was coming around the outside of the fire ring. But it's sealed up, truck's making good power, it's building boost a lot quicker, and the boost is holding on up top. So definitely an improvement. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll make another video here soon with that El Camino.